And so they altered the check. We verified that with our customer here.
Okay.
And he says, yeah, that check has been stolen. That check was originally made out to Eagle Eye Printing, and they
Altered it. Okay.
33292.
Hey, put your hands up! Everybody put your hands up. Put the windows down. Let me see your hands while you put the windows down. Put it down. Passenger from the outside, open the door. Driver, put your hands up.
What's going on?
Walk towards me. Stop right there, turn around.
What's going on?
I'll tell you in a minute. Walk back towards me. Walk back towards me. Take 4 steps to your left. Yep. Hey, come over here and cuff.
My daughter's in the car.
Yep.
What's going on?
I'll explain it here in a second.
I'm so confused.
Yep, I'll explain it here in a second. Driver, do the same thing. Open the door from the outside. Keep your hands up and walk towards me. Nope, walk towards me. Cut across in front of the vehicles. Come this way. Turn around for me. Walk backwards. Walk backwards. Stay right there. Put your palms together. There you go. I'll explain everything to y'all here in a second. I see her. Let me gather the rest of the information. It's all coming in third party from the tellers. So from the people inside, the tellers. So.
When did you get that check?
I'm not sure. It was 2 days, yeah, Wednesday.
Wednesday? Night? Day? What time?
I'm not sure. I know I got it from somebody after we went to his house. Did work.
Evening time?
I'm not
Or
sure.
morning time?
I think it was around 4.
4? Okay. And you went to his house and did yard work and you got it from him? Mr. James, whoever that is. Okay. All right. Hey, question for you. Any narcotics inside the vehicle?
No.
At all? No drug paraphernalia, marijuana, methamphetamines? Okay. All right. All right, sit tight. This is the check they tried to cash. She handed her ID.
I'll add both of them to the call.
Yeah, no, this is that's the complainant right there. So they received this check. It was altered. It was made out to Eagle Eye Printing for that amount right there. So they altered the check right there.
Yep.
And she wrote her name on it.
Which one's the
She also
in my car or your car?
In my car.
Oh.
She also
That's
asked
easy.
for a social from her. Don't know what social that comes back to. I'm about to find out real quick.
So I'll let y'all dig into that.
So
She also-
driver, we don't have anything on driver.
No, not on driver. It's Miss Johnson here. So they apparently came in about a week ago to try to cash another check for a different bank.
Both of them?
Well,
Or at
that
least-
one. They denied them service because they don't have an account here. They said, you want to cash this bank check, then you got to go to your bank.
Would you still like to talk to that? Sure. Okay. So, hey, like, I get it. It's big, scary. I pull up, block the front of your car, my blue lights on, and get out with a gun. Big and scary. So, backstory is bank calls. The check that your passenger was trying to cash is altered and stolen. Yep. So that's why the response the way it did, because it's an in-progress felony. So, if I'm not saying this would have happened, but I didn't want to pull up behind you and then you throw it and drive and take me on a long, lengthy pursuit, and then could have been worse for everybody else.
We didn't know that it was stolen.
Yeah. So you might not have known. I don't believe her.
What she said.
Well, she got it from Mr. Dobbins, who I know personally to traffic and use narcotics and steal stuff. James Dobbins.
I don't know who that is.
He lives down the street from y'all. Or in Wilson Neck. You still live right there on Minor, right? Across from like the airport, or the old airport. So she is going at a minimum for being in possession of an altered or forged check. Because I can tell where she wrote her name over whoever that name was cut to, and I just spoke to the boss man of the company that wrote that check, and it's not to her. So she's going to jail at a minimum. I don't have anything on you, so I'm about to pull you out and put you in, take handcuffs out of you. Whose child is that? Is that hers?
Well, it's ours, but...
Okay, so both of y'all have legal custody or legal rights to them? Okay. All right, if you'll hop out for me.
Could I talk to her?
What are you working on here? If you'll lean forward at the waist for me. All right, I'll be, so I'm a guy that's like super straight to the point. So what's the deal with this check? Well, it doesn't belong to you.
That's what somebody gave me. I got
So the dude that the bank talked to at this electrical company is just lying full of shit then?
I can show you the address. I can take you where I got that check from.
Now, what-
Okay, because this check is reported stolen.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's why we're here.
10-4, you can
Right.
10-32 is a...
It's not-
So like we get calls on stuff because it's like of certain stuff going on. Like if you were just randomly cashing a check, we wouldn't show up like this. You'd cash your check and you go along your way, right? But this is the bank that this check was written from or for. The account's at
Okay,
this
well,
bank.
Please go to the place
So-
where I got it from.
Well, so the person who wrote this check has reported his check being stolen, and we have numerous cases. Where do you live at? Off Minor still with McCormick? So we have like 5 or 6 ongoing cases right now of auto break-ins and mail thefts that are right in that general area. You see where this is kind of, you're saying you got it for this, but all the evidence that I have here is showing otherwise, right? Like there's like 4 or 5 open cases for stolen mail. There's like 2 or 3 auto break-ins in that same area. And now you're here at a bank trying to cash a check that's been reported stolen. And it's forged. See? I can see where y'all wrote over it.
I didn't write that.
Well, that's your name on it, right?
Yeah,
and you're
but I'm
saying
not
you
the
took
one who
this,
wrote
right?
The check.
So all of this has been written over at least once. Because I can see where it doesn't line up. Like that was a capital F and now it's a lowercase f. And you've written over this
I
part.
didn't write over that.
Well, you're in possession of it, right? And you're
Yes,
trying
I
to
am
cash
in
it.
possession.
So being
I
in
didn't
possession
write
of a
it.
forged or altered check is a felony in the state of Florida.
So I'm going to.
You could go to jail today.
I didn't write that check.
So where do we get this check from? Be honest with me.
I'm being honest.
Because honesty goes a long way, right? So if you're honest with me, I might be able to make some phone calls to some detectives. We might try to work something out.
Please.
But you got to be honest with me. Right now, I don't think you're being honest with me.
Okay, I don't care if you think I'm not being honest. I am being honest with you.
Okay. Well, I'll come talk to you here in a minute. Think about our conversation, okay? She's lying. If you want to go check on the kid, I will work on maybe once we transfer her to a different car, putting the window down and letting y'all talk real quick. It won't be face to face, just
That's fine.
for everything.
Question:
If
do
you wanna
you know how she got the check? Were you there?
I remember it being handed to her. That's all.
When?
Like a few days ago. I
Do you know a day? Thursday,
I just remember
Wednesday,
it being handed to her.
or where at?
We went. Well, I can't really remember. At the yard, in front of our yard.
Okay, what was the check for? Do you remember?
I guess she went to go do something in their yard. So.
Okay. All right. Do you know what the guy looked like that handed it to her? You seen it being handed to her, but do you know what he looks like?
They handed it to her, but I was with.
What time of day did y'all go get this check?
It was like evening, sundown.
So like 5:30, 6 evening.
I was on the porch.
Okay. But y'all went to this person's house and got this check?
They came up to ours,
They came up to your house?
but they stayed like.
Okay.
Even if it's an off day, they pay me overtime about it. So if you're sitting there like, hey, I remember who this guy was, and you give me a phone call, it would help out like tremendously. Okay. So yeah, if you want to go check on that kid, we'll work on letting y'all talk real quick.
So the stories sort of match up a little bit. She's told the same story, like she was doing yard work in her guy's yard.
Yeah,
Which
I mean
is
she's
why-
still going for
possession of it. That's why I asked her. I was like, how did the check happen? Because it is possible. Now, hearing of this James Dobbins guy could have stole it.
Well, I just
Cashed
talked to the dude here. He was up here like 30 minutes ago,
Yeah.
putting a hold on or a void on that check because he walked in. He said there's a $5,000 check that was stolen too out of the mailbox. So
Yeah, but no, she said guy paid her. She said guy paid her. I wonder if that James Dobbins guy could have stolen it, and he's handing it off. Oh, you did work for me, but I'm gonna pay you somebody else's check.
yeah,
But
that's probably what it is. But
she
unfortunately,
only remember James. She didn't remember the last name. She only remembered James.
James
But,
that lives
yeah,
in Wilson Neck.
yeah, there's only not even a
I've only
handful.
worked the old Zone 7 for I don't know 5 years. So. That's what I've worked before I made K9.
You taking her?
Yeah, I'll take her.
Okay.
It's easy.
All right. This deputy's gonna talk to
You
you.
are going to jail today for possession of a forged or altered check. Okay. I talked to the victim, the guy that wrote that check, and it was not written. It was stolen out of his mailbox. Yep, the letter. Just got off the phone. Do you know anything about a $5,000 check? Because that was also, he just told me that was stolen out of his mailbox, and he's put a hold on that. So do you know any information about
Check that lower